Well, hey everybody, it's Paul. Welcome again to the channel. I was just going to kick out some topics now and again as we're getting closer and closer to the elections. And I was just thinking, what's making a lot of the headlines lately is gun control. And I just thought, maybe we could, obviously we're not going to solve anything here, but if we could have a friendly debate, maybe in the comments, or let us know what your opinion is. And hopefully if everybody treats everybody as friends and respects and tries to understand the other side of the issue, I don't know. That used to be the way, in politics well, I should say, when the country was young, people used to meet and be able to debate things and not hold a grudge afterwards, still be friends. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I hope it is. But this is a divisive issue. Divides people like crazy. And you can feel in the country right now is really divided, But I think the common goal, of course, would be less gun violence, I think pretty much everybody could sign off on that. The thing is, how do you get there? That's the thing, the differing paths on how to get to the goal. So, I mean, you've got the gun control advocates, of course, they're seeing it as, well, if you, make it where there's less guns available, there's less guns out there in the hands of people, then there's going to obviously be less gun crime. So then they are for, taking away or limiting your right to carry, making it harder maybe to get your license to carry, or totally outlawing your right to carry. In Michigan, we are a right to carry state. You have to go through some gun classes and training, and obviously not be convicted felon and different things like that, but then you can get your right to carry. On the other side, you've got people that are saying, Second Amendment, we have to protect, the country was founded on, and for good reason. I know I have a lot of people that are outside of the country, and they just think, people outside America just think we're all just gun nuts. But they have to understand, number one, the history of the country. When you're going out west, you needed to protect yourself from all kinds of things. You've got the grizzlies, you've got mountain lions, you got rattlesnakes, whatever. Other people you got to protect yourself from. So, there wasn't any law nearby to call if you're out, going to California on the wagon trail. You needed guns. So, people, that are in smaller countries, I think they have a hard time understanding, the thing here, especially where I'm at, we don't really have a local police force. I'd say we're out in the country. It's not like where I was born and raised in Elm Park, Michigan. I was less than 5 minutes from the police station. So if you had somebody breaking in your house, you could call cops, be there pretty quickly. Here, if you call, you're going to wait probably a good 30 minutes, maybe more, depending on where the county sheriff is. And there's not a whole lot of those going around. Maybe it's the state police. They'll have to respond. So, you kind of need to be a little self-reliant as far as keeping yourself safe. So that's where a lot of people don't understand. It's different if you live in the city, obviously, or if you, live in a smaller country where everything's so much closer together. There's people out that live, they're going to be an hour from law enforcement or so. So it's a big country out there, out here anyway. So, you've got so many of these things. So you get the gun advocates wanting to take the guns away. But then, I guess you got the radical people. One of my favorite, I always think about this when you come to some of these problems, is Charlie Munger. And for those that don't know Charlie Munger, and I'm not saying he would agree with me on this issue, I have no idea. But he is Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, famous company. Warren Buffett, a famous, very wealthy American that did phenomenal in business, in the stock market, but he's Charlie Munger always says, always invert. When you come to a problem, always invert. So I think about it sometimes. Try to spin the problem around, turn it around, turn it upside down. So you get the gun advocates, say like not long ago you had that terrorist act out there in California where you had a husband and wife couple go in and shoot up, killed 14 people at like a function, a work function, and just horrible. So, obviously nobody else in the room was armed. So the gun people are saying, well, if we take the guns away, the problem is, how do you do that? I mean, it might make sense if you could some way tell me 100% that, okay, if you say, you come up with a ban, you say no more guns for any of the people in the country, in some way, magically, they're going to be able to take 100% of the guns. Now, that's not going to happen. It's impossible. So if you come up with a law and you say everybody's got to turn their guns in, the honest people begrudgingly, I suppose, would turn in their guns. But the criminals certainly aren't going to turn in their guns. I mean, if a person's got an intent to kill other people, go in and shoot up a place, he is not concerned whether carrying his gun is illegal or not. He's already planning on committing murder, so he's not bothered by that. So the thing is, how you can't get the guns away from the bad people. So if you invert the thing, I'm just throwing this out there, and it sounds kind of crazy, but what if everybody there had guns? Or if remember the nut there in Colorado that went in the Batman thing and shot up the theater, that he thought he's the Joker or whatever. He kills a load of people and injures a load of people. It's like, what if everybody in the theater had guns? Then what would I don't know, you'd sure be a lot less likely to go and, try to do something like that if you knew, 100 other people are going to be pointing their gun back at you, I would think. So it's kind of like inverting the problem, looking at, I don't know, it sounds crazy at first, make it, not make it a law, but I mean, the more and more people that have guns, maybe there'd be less people going out committing these acts. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't have the answers. So I'd like to hear what you guys think. And I've droned on long enough, so I'll cut this short. And as always, thanks for your time, for stopping by. And, hopefully this will keep it all polite and not get carried away and all be friends at the end of the day, I respect you guys' opinion, and I certainly don't have the answers. Just one man's opinion. You have nothing but respect for everybody else's opinion. We can always agree to disagree and walk away as friends. So until next time, let's hear your thoughts. Thanks.